Okay. Yeah, let me update this test. Like, it's like a trying. We should try with Atcoder. Okay. Trying first Atcoder question. Yeah, let me update this Atcoder. Okay. Let me chat here. Cool. What we'll do is we'll try the past weekly contest questions. Oh, finally, Atcoder has just conducted its 100 weekly contest. That's cool. Where we are? We are at here, right? And we have solved any question? Okay, we have solved. Then I can try 83. Okay, so this is the, yeah, we can solve this contest. Let me go through this problem statement. Yeah, this is a concise problem statement. I like this kind of problem statement actually. The country is growing N plants. Okay, currently the height of ith plant is AI millimeters. Each plant grow by fixed length per day, and the ith grow by b ith plant grow by bi millimeter per day. Okay, find the total height of all the plants in a millimeter after d days. It is guaranteed the answer does not exceed this. So we have to give the final length of each plant, and each plant will grow by bi millimeter per day. So we have to output what's the length of each plant at the end of d days. So the simple brute force question, right? Anyone can. Yeah, for if basic understanding of language, we're able to code it out this problem. So let's take an input. We have n plants and we have to find for d days. So I have taken the input. Now let me take the input initial height, that is A, and the rate at which it grows, that is stored in B. Okay, so for each plant, we'll take its input in A of I and C in B of I. Now, we know, right? We have to find for D days. So what we'll do is we'll update the initial length itself and I plus plus. So A of I becomes A of I plus D into B of I, right? This is the simple maths. If something is grow by B of I length for D days, so at the end of D days we'll get B into D of B of I into D length, right? That is what the growth. Per day we know BI it will grow, and we want to know how much it will increase by the end of D days. So we'll multiply by D, and this is our initial length, right? And yes, we'll print this. See out A of I. Oh, we have to print the sum or what? Find the total height of all the plants. After, okay, we have to find the sum. So we'll create a variable here. Answer is equal to 0, and we add all the heights. And then we'll see out. So we'll print our answer. Ta-dan. What? Okay, we don't have to take the same input here. And yeah, it passed all the test cases, right? Let's submit and move to the next question then. It's working, work. Yeah, I got accepted. One solved. Let me update the status here. One solved, right? We solved one Atcoder question. So how I can put it? Atcoder one solved. Trying second question. Wait. COD. There's a spelling mistake. Okay, let me try the second question now. Can anyone confirm this is making sense, right? This update, how does it looks on your screen? Let me just take it down a little bit. It's not confusing, right? Yeah, I hope so. It's not confusing. Okay, the second question is choosing an observation deck. Okay, so the what is problem try to say is it's a big problem statement. So we have to read it carefully. Takashi is hiking in a mountainous area and wants to enjoy the scenery from an observation decks arranged in a straight line at each equal interval. Okay. The observation deck are numbered from 1 to n from left to right, and the distance between two observation decks I and j is the absolute distance. Okay. At each observation deck I, there stand there stands a mountain of height hi. Okay. When Takashi stands at an observation deck and look around to the left to right, mountain at the other observation deck location obstructs his view. Choose changing the amount of visible sky. Okay, so what they're trying to say is, for example, say by standing at the eye test whose height, there stands a mountain of height hi, and Takashi stands at an observation deck and look around to the left to right. Okay, okay, because of other mountains, its view, it's not able to see a proper sky view. That's fine. Uh, how are you, man? Did you get placed? Hey, bro, how are you? Yeah, bro. I placed at in my third sem itself. I got placed, changing the amount of visible sky, especially when Takashi stands at observation deck P. The sky openness is defined as follow. Okay, Takashi's eye level is 0. Okay, note that the mountain at the observation deck P itself does not obstruct Takashi's view. Okay, left obstruction degree. When looking When looking left from observation deck P, the degree to which the mountain is observation deck, well, all the mountain is left side of let's say current position of Takash is P. All the position less than P is called we call as left mountain, and all the mountains is greater than whose position is greater than P. We'll call it right side. Okay, okay. Let's not make it confusing here. So we can draw also. We are standing at here. All the mountains this side will call at left, and all the mountains this side will call at right. Okay. Observe the view is represented by the ratio of height of the distance. Height of distance HL upon P minus L. The left obstacle degree is defined as this. Okay. maximum among all of this. And similarly, for the right side, we'll take the maximum from all of this and all of this. So this is we called as the right left obstruction degree, and for the right side, well, whichever we got maximum, we'll got as a right obstruction degree. Thanks, man. So, okay, that is just a story. What we have to actually do here, now they have mentioned here. However, when p is equal to n, okay, there is no, because if you're standing here, so there is no left. If you're standing here, there is no right. That is what they're trying to say. However, in the mountainous area, mountain height occasionally change due to the construction or a natural phenomena. Okay, Q event occurs in a order. The event is one of the following of two type. Okay, so there are two type of events occurs. One is natural disaster. Second is maybe human construction work. I'm guessing that. Let's see what's the type. So there are two type of event generally occurs, and there are Q type of events occurs in order. So type one is the height of mountain at the observation deck change to H. Okay, that means we have to update the height of mountain at position X to H. And secondly, it's like among the observation decks in the range from observation decks A to observation decks B, find the observation deck number with the maximum sky openness. This is the sky openness we define. If there are multiple, let's take the maximum value. Output the one of the smallest number. Okay. For each second type of query, we have to output something. That is the maximum. Like that is the from A to B, A less than B. Okay. What is the maximum sky openness from the mountain starting from A to mountain starting ending at B? So this is two type of query we have to perform. See, constraint seems too small here, so we can. It's a brute force question. And first scan, I can say this is a brute force question, right? We will iterate through each query, and based on type of query, the task they have mentioned here will perform that. That's what it is. It looks to a simple question to me. Let's see how it goes. We have n mountain and q queries. Let's take the input. Then okay, we have h heights. Okay, let me take the height input of each mount. Initial heights. These are the initial heights. Okay. Now we have to perform this q queries. So yeah, this kind of query we will get. If first type of query, we have to update mountain at height x to its height to h. And if it's second type of queries, then we have to print the maximum sky visibility, sky openness from starting from A to B. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll run a for loop for Q time because we have Q query, right? Yeah. And we'll take its type. Okay. See, if type is equal to one, that is first type of query, right? If it is first type of query, what we'll do, we'll take the input X and H. Let's say uh, new height, new H. Okay. I'll take X and new H because the given input is in a one base index where we are following zero base index. That's why I will do minus minus here. Now I will update H of X to new height. Okay. And if it is second type of query, that means this kind of query. So we'll get A and B. We got it. I can call it as A and left and right. We'll start from L and we'll go to R. I'll take L and R, and we also have to convert this into zero base index. That's why we'll minus L minus minus and R minus minus, right? Yeah. Now what we'll do here is we also have to maintain the this thing. Okay. We have to maintain the left obstruction degree and right obstruction degree. So what's the best way to do this? Can we calculate on fly? We can, right? Or we can do some better thing like we can whenever we'll update, let's say for example, here we have updated, right? So we'll calculate again left and right observability, right? So there is a two way to do this. One is the smarter way. Second is if you don't want to think, just apply brute force here because constraint is too small. Just calculate the redundant task. That's not a big deal here, right? So what I will do here is let's just put some thoughts before implementing, right? See, if just for example, let's say we have initial height and we have calculated this. Let's say this is L. L means this left obstruction degree, and let's say I'm also maintaining one more R. I call it as a right obstruction degree. What we'll do using this initial height, we can calculate both this array, right? We can pre-compute it, this both this array. And whenever we need to find the skyness, so we already have the corresponding index. Let's say I can maintain one more skyness, right? I can call it at S. Let's say for this index I want to calculate the skyness. And I already pre-computed these two arrays. So using this array and using this formula, we can we can find out the sky openness in order of one, right? The point is, if this array remains static, then only we can do such things. What if we have changed this height, let's say from H to X? So because of this change, you see, some of the element skyness will, sorry, not skyness, or degree will, obstruction degree will also change. So the one observation is whenever we are changing the height of any mountain, we have to recalculate both this array. Then only we are sure that our sky openness will give you a correct result, right? So we can implement this thing also. And to implement this thing also, we have two ways. Like you don't create. There's one smart way and there's one brute force way. But say whenever you are giving a contest and you're pretty sure like your brute force works and won't consume more time, you just need to write a pretty much code. So just go for it, right? Because because this question itself asking you, are you good at implementation or not? That is what this code is ask. This question is asking, right? That's why they keep. This is the second question and doesn't require that kind of optimization here. So I'll go with the brute force here. So what we have discussed here is, yeah, I can create that function. See, it's totally brute force. See how we can maintain the code readability. I'll show you here. I will create a function. I will reuse that function. Okay. So what I will do is using this edge initial height, using this edge, will calculate observation, left observability degree and right observability. I will call it a left. I call it a left. One more of size n. I'll call it a right of size n, and I'll call it sky. Sky openness of height n. Height. Sorry, size n. Okay. So what I will do is I'll create a function get update. Now let's call it an update, and it will be a void. Let's update left. Okay, and I call it one more function. It's fine. We don't need even two function, but let's not make it complicated. These two function does exactly same thing. This left function just iterate left side, right function iterate right side. Update right. Okay. So what this function do is it will require height array. Let's say this height array, and it will require index. Why index? That p, right? So for example, say this, and we are standing at this position. For this position, what is the left observation degree? That is the maximum among all. Using this formula, we'll get for the ith index, right? So for each index, we have to calculate. So we have to formulate a function in such a way that give a desired output. So we need a I also, right? Yeah, and we'll pass this left also, left. Okay, yeah. So what we'll do here is for all the index, and we'll maintain a let's say int answer is equal to 0. For int, let's say this we'll call it as p. Int I is equal to 0, I is less than p, and I plus plus. Right? What we'll do is h of l divided by p minus l. Right? So answer is equal to max. Okay. So it is a divisible operation, right? So it can be it can be in a, so I'll call it as a I create it can be in a fraction, right? So what we'll do is so double current is equal to what's current h of I divide by p minus l, where p minus l means I, right? And we'll convert this into double cool, right? And we'll maintain our answer is equal to max of answer comma current. Okay, and this should be also double, and this should be also double. Cool, we are good to go, right? So this will update our answer, and lastly what we'll do left of p is equal to answer, right? Same thing we have to do for right, but here we have to look all the left side. They have also mentioned for p is equal to 1, there is no left side, right? So we already have declared answer is equal to 0. It's handled. So double answer is equal to 0. Same thing we have to do from int I is equal to p plus 1. Here also we'll pass these things, right? Instead of left, we'll pass right, right here, okay? And I is less than n, I plus plus. Cool. And it's not n here, it's the size. N is equal to the size of mountain. Okay. Same thing we'll do. Which are things we have did here. And then we'll return right of p is equal to answer. Okay. So now we have functions. We'll reuse this function. Let's call one more function that will calculate our skyness. Do we need? We don't need, right? We don't need a sky vector itself because we have this, and using this formula we calculate, right? So we don't need to maintain. So yeah, that's all. So see, if we have created this function, that's how this increases the readability of the code. If someone saw your code, if an interviewer will see this code, it definitely understand, right? Even though you are unable to explain the thing you're thinking, but your code will explain your thinking. That this is what you are doing. If you're unable to explain, because I know in an interview we are in a hurry, right? Right. So what we did here is, so as we discussed here, whenever we'll change the height of any of the mountain, we saw corresponding left observability degree and right observability degree also change. So for each mountain change, we have to update our vector. So what we'll do here is int j is equal to 0. We recalculate the entire left and right observability. J is less than n j plus plus. And what we'll do here is we'll call update left with a new height array with a new position that is j, and we have to update left. We'll do update right with a new height array with new position that is j, and on the right array, right? So now we have maintained this, right? And what we'll do here is skyness. For the second type of query, what we have to do, we have to iterate from A mountain to B mountain, and we have to report what's the maximum sky openness between such mountains. So we'll run the for loop j is equal to A, L, j is less than equal to R, j plus plus. And what is our answer? Answer can be in why I don't see any of the answer in a fraction format. Okay, we'll see what's so what we have to do is let me create a double answer is equal to 0. So answer is equal to max current answer. Let me calculate first the current answer. It's visible, right? Yeah. So current answer is just we have to put like 1 divided by 1 plus left observability, that is left of current index, that is j, plus right observability, that is right, right? And let me convert this into a double, okay? And then we'll update our answer is equal to max of answer comma current answer. Cool. And we have to print that answer also. So this is what I have understood from the question, and we'll see. My observation says we will receive answer in decimal format, but I didn't see any of the answer in a decimal format. Maybe we didn't get any decimal here. Let's see what we get. Segmentation fault. So why we get a segmentation fault? It's like somewhere we ran into infinite loop. I don't think so, right? I plus plus here. Also I okay. So see, whenever we stuck in such a case, what we'll do is we just add debug message and we'll see where we are failing. Are we taking the input correctly? Yes, right? So what we saw here is we are taking the input, height input correct. See, here we received the answer this time. 111. That's fine. It's not correct, but we'll see. But we received answer, right? Earlier, didn't get an answer. Wait, let's debug that. So this is a height vector when we are receiving that height vector. So there's no glitch here and this, right? So for the first query, 215. So they want to ask us what is the maximum sky openness from 1 to 5. So what we do here is we'll we'll first see before reaching this point. We have to call this function using our initial height also, right? But because till now these are empty, they are empty, right? We haven't yet populated this left and right. Yes. So for the first test case, 1 to 5, we are receiving 1. Then we are getting 0.4, but the actual answer is 4. We will debug what's the issue here. So they're asking for what's the maximum sky openness from 3 to 4. This is 3 and 4, right? This. So till now, what we can do here is I want to see why they haven't received any test. Are we missing something in the question itself or what? Let me just debug this left and right. What we have calculated, that's correct or not. I want to just do a sanity check before jumping into. Okay, so oh, right is 0. This is not good, right? Somehow right is not getting populated. Are you solving the problem? No, no, bro. This is not problem of the day. This is from weekly con Atcoder weekly contest 83 B question. Let me share you this problem link. I'm solving this question. So what I saw here is somehow this function is not populating a right vector, right? So what's the issue? What's the issue with this right? So let's say we are at P for let me draw here. This is our range. I'm standing here. So for this P, all the mountain on its right side, I considering I'm starting from I plus one. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, this is true. So wait, they mentioned here all the mountain greater than P equal to N, less than equal to N. Yeah, greater than P, that is P plus one. Okay, I'm starting at P plus one. Then, okay, so this looks good to me here. Till here, it's look good. Like we are starting from P plus one till end, and also we are maintaining this. What's current? Maybe this is not calculating correctly or what? Ah, I see, I see. It is R minus P. See, see, see. Silly mistakes. Right. So see, this is how we can debug. This is how I debug. I don't know what's the best way. And now we fucked up. Everything is in point, in decimal. Why? What we have to print? I think I'm misread the question. Ah, there are multiple observation deals with the maximum value. Output one with the smallest number. We have to output the mountain number, not its value. Ah, I see, I see. So what we have to do is we have to maintain index. If current answer is greater than answer, then index is equal to j and answer is equal to current answer. Okay, and we don't need this, and we need a index plus one. Yeah, I hope this is what they're asking. See, we're getting right. Just small Observation. We missed this small observation, and here we have our answer. Let me run. See, we are getting 1 to 2. 1, 3, 5, 5, 1, 10. Yeah, we are good to go, I guess. We are good to go. Yes, we are good to go. Let's remove this debug message so we'll see are we getting a correct answer or not. Yes, let's submit and see. Do we get accepted? I hope we get right because we are confident enough. We read the question and we'll solve. Let's see. It's a good question, by the way. It's a brute force, but you see the way we write the problem, I feel good. And we got accepted. Let me update the status. Solved. I have to rewrite this. Solved. To at coder questions. Trying third one. Okay. This looks good on the screen, right? Solve two encoder question, trying third one. Yes, 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 yes. Let's move to the third question. Cool, cool, cool. Guys, if you guys are watching, if you guys have any, you can discuss. It's not about you have to discuss about coding. Anything you can ask, right? That's how we can make an interesting stream. Okay, so we have the third problem. Cool, cool. The name of problem is line optical cable, optical fiber, sorry. So what the problem statement is? Takashi is an engineer at telecommunication company. Okay. He has been assigned a project to lay new fiber cable, optical cables. Okay. There are n relay stations along a road, and each station is aligned in a straight line, and the name of each station is from 1 to n in order of increasing distance from the starting point of the road. And the ith station is located at xi meter from the starting point. Okay. Activating each station I costs ci 10,000 yen. Activating. Okay. Let me mark some observation. Activating ith station cost us ci 10,000 yen. Okay. Takashi's project has been allocated a budget of M 10,000 yen. To lay the fiber optical cable, Takashi can select one continuous interval of station. Especially, he choose a pair L to R. Satisfy this, you cannot choose outside the boundaries. Okay, and activate all the stations from L to R. The required cost is the total activation cost, like the sum of all the CI from L to R, and does not exceed the M budget, does not exceed the budget. Okay. Note that the cost of line cable between the stations can be ignored. Cost of line cable between the stations can be ignored. Okay. When a valid LR is chosen under the condition of optical cable of this meter can be laid, there is no interval. Okay, so we have what? I see, I see. Let's say we want to activate station L to R. What we'll do is firstly we'll check what's the activation cost. Does that meet our budget? If yes, then we'll lie down the cable between this all station, and the distance between them is the length of the cable. Yeah, that is what they're trying to say. So the goal is to find the maximum length of fire optical cable that Takashi can lie. So we want maximum length of cable we want to insert. So what we'll do is, so while reading this problem statement, see, we want to find an interval, right? Interval is always a continuous interval. Let's say this is the total number of stations you have, 1 to n. Interval can be anything, right? So if you see, it's a continuous window, and window can grow like this, right? So it's a two-pointer question. On the While observing the behavior of this question, I can say it's a two-pointer question. We have to maintain a window, and we can extend the window. Once the window not satisfying our budget, we'll start shrinking our window. Right. Once it is in our budget, we'll again start increasing our window, and that's how we'll maintain the maximum length of window. And the maximum length of window is our answer. That like this many station we can cover up, and we'll insert a optical fiber between that station. So let me code it out. That observation. If this seems to be working for me, it seems to working for me. If not, we'll debug. What else we can do, right? So yeah. So it looks to me a sliding window kind of question. We have to maintain the window length. What we'll do is we'll start with zero window length, and we'll start increasing our window length until and unless it is in our budget. Once it exceeded our budget, we'll start shrinking the window from the other hand. And once we'll see this window is again in our required budget, we'll start increasing our window and we'll maintain the length of our active window. That's what we have to do. Yes. So let's take the input. Input is just N and M. N is the total number of station. M is the budget. N and M. C in N, C in M. Okay. Now, this is the distance and this is this. And it is also given in the question, right? Yeah, it is already in the sorted form. So we'll take input X, that's the distance of each station where it lies, and the second is the activation cost, that is CI, right? We'll take this input, C in XI, and yeah, this is how we have taken the input. Now we have to maintain our answer. Answer is just a active window size. We'll start at window start at this point. For now, we'll take a zero length of window, zero length, while n is less than n. Cool. I will maintain the current budget, current cost. Maintain a cost is zero, right? So what we'll do here is we'll do cost plus is equal to C of I. That is our cost to activate the ith station, right? And we'll check, does our current window violate our budget, like it exceeding our budget or not. So what we'll do is while cost is greater than m, that is it is violating, right? Our budget is just m and cost itself is greater than it, then we have to start shrinking from the other end. So what we'll do is cost minus is equal to C of start, and start plus plus, right? Now, so once after this while loop, we are guaranteed, here we are guaranteed cost is always less than or equal to m. So we can consider this window as our potential answer. So we'll calculate the current length, current window length. That is just end minus start plus 1, and we'll update our answer with always check, and we'll increase our n plus plus, and we'll simply print out answer. Okay, so yeah, this is not what we want. So what just happened here? Let's debug. We received six, but expected answer is no. We received three, and expected answer is six. Why? So if we look closely, this is what, right? Did I messed up anything? No, right? Continuous interval of station. You choose a pair L and R and activate all the stations from L to R. The required cost is this, and the sum from L to R is that the total activation cost and does not exceed MN. Yeah, this is what I'm doing here. So let me check what's the cost here, and let me check what which window we are right now working on. Start, comma, end, and what the cost of this window cost, and this is before cost, and this is after. This is before, okay, and after how much it does. Are we shrinking or not? Let me call this as print out this statements here. We'll call it as after. Okay. See how we can debug. See, debugging is also a good skill. You need for being a good software engineer. You need a debugging skill because 99 times your code fails. There's only 2%. Like there's only, let's say if you work for 3 hours, you always debug your code for 2.5 hours. Only half an hour you will see, yeah, your code is actually working. This is what real software engineering. So it is saying, okay, start and end is zero. That means we are only taking this station. The cost is two and our budget is 10. That's fine. This is fine. Now we are taking this to station two and three. Wait a minute. CI10 must not exit M. What's M here? How can we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this? Ah, I see. So in answer we don't have to maintain the length. We have to maintain this distance x of end minus x of start. Yeah, yeah, we are good to go now, I guess. See, we are receiving six, right? Cool. See, and let me submit. I'm maintaining the number of station, but they ask what's the distance between, like what's the maximum distance between two station does not exceeded your budget, and we have wrong answer. Ah, we need to debug more then. Oh, we have only six wrong answer. Means logically we are correct. Are we using a, see, we are correct. As of my experience, one say it's not bad actually. Where is my submission? If you see the detail, we are getting only six wrong answer, right? That means somewhere and something happened, like we are accessing out of bound. So before this, I have to put a check here. If start is less than end, and is less than end, then only do such things. Just a sanity check. I'm not sure what's wrong, actually wrong here. And here also, yeah, you will see here, I have to put end. Start is less than equal to end. Okay. This is one more sanity check. And what else we are missing? Uh, See, we have only six wrong answer, right? As I told you, yeah. So it's like we have missed some boundary check, a something integer overflow kind of thing. Logic. Otherwise, if logically we are not correct, so we'll not get good number of accepted, right? Test cases. So anything else we are missing here? No, right? This is fine. This is also fine. Let me try submitting this also. I'm not sure what's wrong here, but I'm hoping we are just missing the boundary check or any other base case, maybe that also potential answer. What if, say, I told you, right? We are missing that boundary check. Say, that's how we grow. Because I solved a pretty decent questions, right? It's around 1,000 if you accumulate all the platform. That's all more than 1,000 questions. So that's my experience says like if you always get a two, three wrong answer, let's say if there are 100 test cases and you just saw two, three wrong answer, the most never jump to try to change your logic first. Just see are you missing any edge cases? Are you missing the integer overflow? Or are you missing any boundary check? So these are the one of mostly this will solve your logic if you have only three to four wrong answer. Ha God, that's good. You solved three questions. That's good actually. Let me update status. Solved. Can we jump to Leetcode now? Or I should continue Atcoder. Should I try Leetcode or Atcoder? Can anyone please let me know in chat? That would be great. Should I continue Atcoder solve questions or I can pick Leetcoder? I can take a break, a bit break if I see any. Hi, Mano. Bro, I am not. I am in my M.Tech final year. I'm M.Tech final year student from IIIT Delhi. Should I pick late code question now, or should I, or we can go for fourth question? I just want one confirmation. Can anyone please let me know? You can flip a coin and tell me. That's also completely okay to me. I just want a break, a little break. That's what I'm making fun. Guys, don't take it seriously. Just flip a coin and tell me lead code or red coder. I will continue. Or I can flip a coin, right? How can I flip a coin? Okay. If I got uh head, if I get head, I will continue at coder. Code. Ah, finally, if I get tail, I'll go with Leetcode. Code. And there's a contest at Atcoder, right? At 5:30. So I will end my stream at 4:30 because I have to attempt that contest. I will do a screen record, a screencast, and will upload to YouTube. Okay, so let me flip a coin. Heads. It's head. Okay, I will solve the fourth question, then add code a fourth question. Let me update the text. Okay, solve three add code a question, trying fourth question. Good. Okay, so oh, this is good question. This seems to a good question. 400 level difficult. 400 points of question. I am doing big tech. Okay, second year now. I want to decide which language I should do DSN, C++ or Python. What your suggestion? Just let me know which language basics you know right now. Basics of which language? Like you know, are you familiar with any of the programming language? Hey Manav, kya ki bro? Could you be bit fast? Now I'm waiting for your response. Yeah, I know C currently learning C++ basic. So you are in a good track. You are in a good track. Genuinely telling you. I'm telling genuine because I also started with C. Then C is not suitable for C plus competitive programming. So that's why I have to learn C++. And C++ is nothing. It's just if you know C, you'll definitely learn C++. So start learning C++ and start doing your DSA journey. That's how I started. In my second year only, I have started in my B.Tech second year, like in third sem. I was in my third sem and one of my senior introduced me with competitive programming. And before that, I thought Codeforces is a coding blog platform. I don't even know, like we will go and give contest there. Then my senior introduced me in my second year, and I started learning C++ and start solving the problem. That's how I get into competitive programming. It was fun actually. It's not, so if you consider as a fun, then it will be fun. Otherwise, it will be nightmare for people. People even make you joke like you have a good AI, AI can code. I know AI can code, but for my satisfaction, for my see, if you go for face-to-face interview, what if your interview is in office? You have to sit in front of interview and you have to solve the problem in the front of interviewer, right? Using pen and paper. What will you do there? It's actually for our satisfaction, right? That's why you should do competitive programming. That's what I think in era of AI also. Well, it's definitely increased the way we think, the way it's taught us how to think, right? बाकी तो chill करो. You will learn everything once you start. Okay, okay, okay. If you have any question, you can ask. Meanwhile, I can read the problem statement. Escape from the ice rink. Escape from the ice rink. Okay. Had another query or what? Yeah. So, Mayank. Hi, Mayank. How are you? Bhaiya, I am Tech IT student 2026. CGPS 8. How to get the job? Okay. The simple answer is where start looking for the opening. If your college doesn't have a good placement, so don't rely on college placement. If they will bring company, it's well and good. If they will not, just try looking for the opening for the freshers and see what most of the people do is once they don't have job, they just look for the job. See, if you're 24 hours in a day, right? So you can divide a day in like this. For few hours, you build your skill. Few hours, yeah, I know. Resume shortening is too hard. I definitely agree with this part. But say you can't do anything, right? This is how the process is meant for. So what people should do is you can improve your if you are a tech student, right? If you're interested into development side, start learning new technology and start applying like do both the things. It's not like you just applying. And what see what's the advantage of the approach I'm suggesting is see if you're applying, that's what you usually do, right? With applying, you start learning some tech stacks. If you are a development side, you'll learn good tech stack and build a project. That will eventually enhance your CV or resume only, right? If your resume is not getting shortlisted, after 1 2 months of your hard work, it definitely gets shortlisted, right? It's purely a family decision, right? See, are your family afford you to give you for my if I take my example, my family is ready to like go and go have tried gate and get in triple I tell and my family is ready. Like they don't want me to start earning. So I take and if your family is not allowing, the better option is take the job, improve your skills and make a switch. And say 2 years is not a big deal, right? It will change your life. You get good IIT or should get a decent triple IT, top three triple IT or a good IIT or top three NIT, it will definitely change your life. If you think you can able to crack the gate and it's not hard, people actually did it, right? The gate is a if for according to me, the gate should be a priority. Discuss with your family. Yeah, then if your family is ready, you definitely should try gate. And it's not like you're just trying your gate. You have to give your best and you have to secure a good rank there. Then only you will get, right? Otherwise, this 2 years is completely waste of the time. Because in that 2 year, you can at least earn something from Infosys and get your technical experience from there, right? So you have to make a solid decision here. I should if I will do gate, then I will definitely get a good rank around 1,000 at least. And if you're not even confident enough on your thought, then you should go for the job and get industry experience and make a switch. That's the it's a harsh reality that I'm telling you. Joining is 27 July, so you have pretty good amount of time to think. It's a 1 month, right? See, getting job in this kind of market is also tough. You have a job also, so think it's risky thing, but you have to be confident. The reward is also drastically change your life, right? So risk and reward both are win and win situation. I had another question. हेलो ब्रो डीए से रिलेटेड डाउट है फर्स्ट ईयर बर्बाद कुछ ना करा टायर 3 कॉलेज से हूँ क्या करूँ एक महीने का ब्रेक अच्छा है अपने कॉल एक मिनट आई डिडंट गेट थर्ड टायर कॉलेज से हो ओके दैट्स फाइन आई एम आल्सो आई डिड माय बीटेक फ्रॉम थर्ड टायर कॉलेज एंड आई आल्सो वेस्टेड माय फर्स्ट ईयर दैट्स कंप्लीटली नॉर्मल से हूँ क्या करूँ एक महीने का ब्रेक बचा है ओके अपना कॉलेज प्लेलिस्ट कैसा है आई हैवंट सॉ द अपना कॉलेज प्लेलिस्ट बट I can say if you are in first year, get touch into competitive programming or development. Just start exploring the thing. At the end of the second year, you will have pretty good knowledge what you have to pursue, development side or competitive programming side. Once you have good thought at the end of second, I can say in 6 months you will get to know you like competitive programming or you like development side. So start working on that skill. Make yourself better compared to others. That's how you can plan your career later. Okay, you guys can keep posting the question. I will look into that questions and I have to read this problem statement also. Just keep posting the question. I will take in one go. Prakash is trapped in a rectangular ice rink with H high, H rows and W column. There are n pillars standing inside the ring. The ith pillar is located at the coordinate RICI. Okay. Kakashi is currently at the top left corner, 1, 1, and aims to reach H, W. Okay. Ice on the sink is extremely slippery. Once he started sliding, he can't change direction or stop midway. In one move, Takashi choose one of the following four directions. And being sliding, continue straight in the direction until one of the following condition met. Reach the edge of the rink, okay. Reach the cell just before the pillar, okay. If no next cells in the sliding direction contain a pillar, he can't enter the cell within the pillar. So he stop at the cell just before, okay. So it's like there is a ice risk rink and still continue, okay. Takashi may visit the same cell any number of time, okay. Find the minimum number of move required Takashi to start from the coordinate 1, 1 and stop at the coordinate this. Stopping at coordinate means that the following movement rule described above. He can't stop at the he can't he come to he come to a stop at coordinate this. Simply pass to the coordinate while sliding does not count as the reachable. Okay. So it needs to stop. It's not he slided from that. It is impossible to reach the goal, then we have to print -1. It is guaranteed that there are no pillar at this and this. Yeah, okay. We need to tell how many minimum required for Takashi to reach from 1, 1 to H, W. आज को भैया फर्स्ट ईयर ओवर हो गया है अभी जस्ट खत्म होने वाला है डीए से नहीं हो रहा कहाँ से करूँ कुछ करता या कोई ये तो पूरा टेंशन क्या 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 वेट आई एम जस्ट लॉस्ट क्या करूँ कोई कहता ये करो टेंशन पे आ जाता है कल स्टाइवर की शीट का एरे का इजी क्वेश्चन देखा हुआ ही नहीं एनी डेफिनेटली इट विल नॉट राइट इट रिक्वायर्ड प्रैक्टिस do one thing na first learn the basics first choose let's say for example just choose C++ start learning the basics of C++. Are you able to do, don't just jump to pointer. Why you just jump to pointer? I think there is some pattern printing questions, right? Stiver A to Z. Don't just jump to point here. Let me tell you, there is some pattern printing questions. Continue without logic. Yeah, just solve these questions first. Selection sort. Yeah, this is. So this is what I'm telling you. Just if you're completely a newbie, just go through line by line. Don't just jump to array or string directly because see, this looks too simple, but it is required. They tell you how you can run a for loop, how you can run a if else conditions, and basic operations, which is required in later part of the questions, right? If you start solving from any of the random part, you'll definitely don't have knowledge of the previous things, right? So it's completely normal. Say, don't think you don't know anything. It's like you don't have a complete toolkit with you. You have your toolkit is empty with the tool. That's why you're unable to open the lock. That's the only comparison I can say. To start with the basics. If you do such things, then only just move to next part. And Stivers is the good shit because I also tried in my during my placement time. But for me, the story is different because I started in my second year and I solved almost most of the question, which and then I get to know about the Stivers sheet. Then I saw I already solved most of the question before knowing this is a Stivers sheet question. Okay, I hope that answer your question. Hi, AK Gamer, how are you, bro? Just keep posting your question. That's fine. I can take it in one go. हेलो सी लैंग्वेज का लीड कोड क्वेश्चन नहीं है क्या सी लैंग्वेज का लीड कोड क्वेश्चन मतलब आई डिडंट गेट योर क्वेश्चन यू कैन सॉल्व लीड कोड क्वेश्चन in any language I guess you just need to select let's say for example you can see right see why I'm telling you practice is required see I've solved almost 916 question and then I get to know right definitely you require a good amount of practice because I'm not good at basic things. I didn't get your question. C language का लीड कोड क्वेश्चन नहीं है क्या? You can solve any of say you can I think we can solve a question in any language. It doesn't require you can select your language from here, right? See there is C language. You can select this and start solving in C if you are good at C. Ah, it's completely okay. It depends person to person because it's completely okay. Okay, gamers, you can solve. One of my friends solving in JavaScript. If you remember, I don't even thought of JavaScript to solve DSA question. He's solving in JavaScript. नो एक बार अपनी कॉलेज प्लेलिस्ट रिव्यू करो ना इससे देखो उससे क्या लेक्चर 20 पे हुई एक बार प्लेलिस्ट देख बता दो ग्रेट ब्रो ग्रेट इट्स गुड लेट मी सी अपनी कक्षा राइट व्हाट इज मेंशनिंग अपना कॉलेज अपना कॉलेज सी प्लस प्लस राइट दिस इज व्हाट दिस इज राइट आई एम लुकिंग एट द correct playlist just confirm once can you confirm like this is the only playlist are you following right what's his name I think before this is a DSA playlist, bro. See, are you 100% confident enough? Like you know C++ very well. See, this is a DSA playlist. Before jumping to DSA, I suggest try solving this question, this pattern printing and this basic. Just complete this basics, learn the basic, and then you can watch this playlist. That is also good. You get my point? Just solve this basic section of the driver sheet, learn the basic, and then you can start this playlist. Once you're done with this playlist, then solve the later part of later sections of this. Okay. Okay. So where we are, we want to take Takashi from 1, 1 to H, W. So my observation is, I see when I started in my second year, so I have plenty time, right? So I didn't jump to video. I just solved the question and if I did, say, for example, say I'm trying to solve this question, if I'm unable to solve, then I try to read this hint. Then try to read this. There's some hint. You'll also get some hint in the question. Try to read the hint. If I'm still unable to solve, try to see how other person is solving. That's how I learn. Because I haven't saw I saw one of the playlists. This is one of the good playlists. Love CP playlist. Yeah. I followed this playlist. This is one of the good playlists, I can say. The blessed playlist. I
Sir, you should also start.
You can follow this playlist also. This guy is like a god. I follow this guy to learn the basic DS, C++ things. This is very good playlist, but it's not beginner friendly. It's a beginner friendly, I can say. Like its teaching style is too good. B.Tech. I'm M.Tech student. I'm M.Tech final year student. Okay, so what observation we'll have? Let's say we have this square, this rectangle, right? We are here and we want to reach here. We start from here. And there is a block. Like if you are, if you can't come like go over from this blocks. So there's such blockage. You can consider this blockage. So coming from this side, you have to stop here. If you're coming from this side, you have to stop here. And if we are here, it will go this way, this way. So we have what we can do is we convert this entire grid into a graph and then run BFS and check. So how we can build the graph? See, this is also a good question I can say. We have to build a graph. Let's say there's some blockage in between. You can't overtake such blockage, such self, right? So how you can bring this, how you can build a graph from this grid. So if you go this way, so we'll go till this end, right? Till this end. So for each point, each cell, you will see if you are at here, so where you, in which direction you will check in all the four direction, and you'll see if I want to go here. Let's say there is a block cell in between. Let's say there is one block. This is a block. You can't move. So from here you can go till here. From here you can still go here, right? Here you can go here, right? Similarly, you have this cell. So using for from each potential cell, you will see where you can reach. If you go, you can reach here. If you go, you can reach here. If you go this way, you can reach here. And if you go this way, you can reach here. So we'll add edge between these two cells. You can add edge between these two cells. We can add edge between these two cells. So this how we can build a graph from this grid. And we'll know our starting point is 1 comma 1. We'll run a BFS. BFS, why BFS? Because BFS gives you a shortest path, right? And we want a minimum number of moves. So, and we'll see, are we able to reach or not? This is what we want to do. Okay. I have to end at 4:30. Fuck, it's already 4:22. Should I implement this? This looks to me a correct approach because as I saw here, constraint is also pretty low. And yeah, the concept I discussed that looks good to me. Wait, just let me confirm where we have the next contest. Most probably we have a 5:30 upcoming contest. This contest. Wait, what? No, we don't need that. Contest begin in 1 hour 6 minutes. Yeah, it's at 5:30. I need a break before this contest. But I'm feeling pretty confident about my approach. I just need to code it out. That's all. Uh-huh. Wait, let me think. We can run Dijkstra algorithm also here. Yeah. Hmm. Or what we can do is we can represent each cell as a unique cell. How? Just add row and column. We'll get every unique number. For example, if I am at this cell, if I want to represent this cell and I want to identify, just add. Let's say this is 3 and this is also 3. This is 6 at sixth position. If I take this cell, no, let me take this cell. This is 3 and 4. Ah, wait. No, no. Two cell has the same sum, right? 3 comma 4 and 4 comma 3. We have to store in form of pair then. I comma j. Let me code it out. It seems an interesting question to me. We'll see the complexity because till now it feels I'm feeling pretty confident about my approach because it not looks too complicated to me. Yeah. H N height width and N. Okay. And these are the block cells. We'll take array pillars, right? These are the pillars. Let me take in a form of pair because I'm not familiar to use array pillars. Okay. Should be n pillars. Okay, cool. Now I have to build. Wait, where I is equal to 1. Cool, cool, cool. Right. So I have to build a graph from with this grid. For that, I have to check till its boundary. Okay, okay. Oh, I received 5 likes. That's good, right? So how we can build a graph from this is I have to build the existential list. Vector of vector and it's a pair. ADJ of n. Not n. It's h into w. Yes. So I have to check like from I comma j how many how where can I actually go from this cell, and I will add a edge between. For example, say if I'm standing here, I will try how how long I can slip in this ice risk, right? And all the in if any if I visit a pillar in between, I have to stop here. I have to add edge between these two cells, and I have to add edge between this two cell and this two cell and this two cell. So this how we can add edge. So my current cell is I comma j. Let me write some current standing at I comma j to check all direction how long I can slide. Direction how long I can slide and add between them. Okay. So what's like what we can do is let's check this way, right side. Checking right side, right sliding. Okay. If I want to go right side, that means find k is equal to this way, that is j plus 1 and k is less than equal to w k plus plus. Okay. Or there's a better way to do this. Int k is equal to currently I'm standing at j, right? While k mm, less than equal to w if there's no blockage. And how can I check that blockage is using this? What we can do here is let me create a vector for order of one lookup. Let's say ice, vector of inch, comma, it's not n, it's h, and here it's w plus 1. Okay, and I don't need this pillar now, and I just need x, y, and I will mark this with 1. Okay, if yes, if what I have to check, yeah, there is a boundary, or is there any pillar? We will discuss here, right? If we have a blockage here, and if we start sliding from here, so we have to stop here, right? Will not slide anymore because of this pillar. What we check is if ice, we can actually name it pillar here. That will actually make sense. So do we have pillar at I comma k? If we have pillars, then we'll break. Otherwise, do k is equal to j plus 1. And now we are here. So this is the maximum we can slide if we start sliding right side, right? So we'll add edge adj of I comma j dot push back. Wait a minute, what the hell it is happening here? Vector of vector. Yes, it's a vector of vector, right? Adj of hi sir. Hi Amit, how are you? Adj of I comma j dot why it's a vector of vector, right? I see. It's a vector of vector. I need to push a pair here. Wait a minute. I don't know what's happened here. Push back I comma k. What's the issue here is no operator. Okay. How is this possible? It's a vector, right? We can access a vector like this. Wait, what happened here? What the fuck just happened here? I can access like this, right? Yeah, this is working. I want a pair. I want key should be a pair. Then not. Then I'm unable to access. Wait a minute, what just happened? I want a vector of vector and its type to be a tuple. Wait a minute. Make a pair I comma j. Hi, Ayan. Bro, in SQL, which is more used, subqueries or city? What is city? I know subqueries. Subqueries is useful, right? Yeah. For advanced SQL, you need to write. You are able to. Yeah, you should good at writing subqueries. What is city? I don't know. City in SQL. Okay. See, the question is both are both are equally important based on your use cases. Got it, got it. Both are equally important, bro. There's no choice between them. Why this fucking give me an error? I want adjacency list and this is the key and I'm pushing. I'm expecting this is a vector, right? Or I have one more string. I can call it a string. Let's me make a string plus this plus j. String value is equal to this and this should be k. Value here and it's key. What the fuck just happened here? I didn't get it. There's no operator. It's a vector, right? I can access vector like this. Okay. See, what is my use case is I want to store from 1 comma 2 how many point I can reach. It's a list, right? It's a vector again. Let's say I can reach 2 comma 3. I can reach 4 comma 5. I can reach. This is what I want to store here. 3 comma 3. So this is a vector. I want uh, this many vector. Okay. H into W vector. Yeah. This is how. But I don't know why. For int it is working. For int it is working, right? Yeah. For int it is working. If it is a pair, I see, I see. It's working for this also. Okay, okay. So it will work. Key should always an integer. I see, I see. I need to make a map. Why, silly me. I got it. I have to create like this. Of pair. I see, I see. Cool. Now I can. I don't need this fucking thing. Now I can simply put I comma j dot push back I comma k. Cool. This is fine, right? Now we want to check left side. Like if we start sliding this way, if we start sliding this way, how far we can go? So we have to check if there any pillar or we still continue this till this end. checking left sliding. Okay, simply will make k is equal to j when you run while k is greater than equal to 1 and k is greater than equal and here it's less than w. Yeah, check this thing. Then we'll minus this. Cool, cool. And we again push this. Okay, I have to check up and down. Let me copy this entire thing. Up sliding for up. That means we're going this way, right? And k will change here, and here it should be j, and here it should be I minus 1, and here we are inserting k comma j. Cool, right? And now we have to check down. Like if we start sliding this way, how far we can go down? Down sliding. So k is less than h break. Otherwise, we'll do I plus 1. And yeah. So this way we have built our adjacency list. Okay. Here we are building adjacency list. So yeah. Now we simply have to run Dijkstra algorithm or what? Yeah, Dijkstra algorithm. And our priority is number of moves. Yeah. I don't know what's the spelling of Dijkstra algorithm. Dijkstra algorithm. Shortest path algorithm. Shortest path algorithm name. That's Dijkstra. Yeah. I just need to copy the spelling. You have to run Dijkstra algorithm from 1 comma 1. Yes. Right. So what we generally do in Dijkstra algorithm. I saw lots of questions. That's why I started remembering the patterns. So what we do is we want what's the minimum move from this steps to this step, like from 1 comma 1 to h comma h. So what we'll do is we have a distance vector of size h plus 1 and size w plus 1 and we'll store the maximum value, right? And what we do is distance of 1 comma 1 is 0 because we are at 0. Cool. And we make a priority queue. Priority queue. Okay. We want a mean priority queue actually. This is the syntax of mean priority queue. Greater inch PQ. I don't remember the syntax actually. This is the syntax, I think. This is the syntax, yeah. Yeah. But what we have to store in priority queue is we have our first priority is number of move, right? Number of moves. Then index, right? That is pair. So we need two things. First is move and second is pair. That is just this thing. We have to copy this thing everywhere. Cool. And we're starting from 1 comma 1, right? So number of what we'll do is our starting point is 0 comma 1 comma 1. So yeah. And how we run a dash algorithm? Unless and until it's not empty, we keep traversing. So current move is, let me take the current element first. Auto. Auto temp is equal to the top element, the pq dot top. And I'll do pq dot pop. Okay. Now I will extract the information. My x, y. Do we really need x, y? Yes, we need I comma zero. Current, this is just, I want to start traversing. Let's say standing at this cell. So I want to check how far I'm going. So this information already stored in my existence list. So I need to just traverse the existence list. So what I do here is int I is equal to tm dot second dot first, and my j is tm dot second, right? And my move is tm dot first. Okay. Now we'll traverse to his children, and I will get his children using adjacency list. Child adj of this I comma j. Cool, cool, cool. And one more thing. So what we'll check is if number of move. So how many new move will we have? New move. Let me calculate. It is just a move plus one. Right? We'll check if at this it actually store the number of move. If distance of this child is less than, if it is greater than new move, then only we'll push this. Then distance, I will update this, is equal to new move, right? See, this is one of the good question, by the way. If it's feel harder, so it's completely okay. And yeah, this should be in the form of this, I guess. Yeah, here also, because this question is made up using lots of concepts. First, this is the hardest part to convert a grid into a graph. Then second hardest path is to think of Dijkstra algorithm to find the shortest path between 2 points. And the third hardest part is to implement the Dijkstra algorithm on this. And we'll push this coordinate. That is number of move, that is new move. Then this child, okay, these things. Cool. And now here we'll check if, let's say, answer is equal to 0. If no answer is equal to, we want to reach h comma w, right? If answer is equal to 1e9, we simply print -1 and return. It's impossible case. Otherwise, we'll print answer. Okay. And we had a segmentation fault. So we'll see. So I know what happened here. We'll say like, are we taking the input correctly or not? That is the first check we have to put here. So that means we have to see, are we taking this pillar input correctly or not? There is only one pillar. So if we have 3 comma 3 grids, so there is only one mark cell. Yeah. So we are getting it. We are getting this mark cell. Cool. Right? So yeah, till now it is fine. Now, now we have to check, are we generating our existential lists correctly or not? So I'm hoping there's some, this is minus, this is minus, this is plus. Yeah. So let's check, are we generating our existential list correctly or not? And see. So it's not printing our existential list, right? So there's some bug in this part of code, right? So we are pretty much confident. So what we'll do is we'll see for each ing in which, like, we have a grid, right? We have to check in which cell for we are calculating for each cell, right? For each individual cell, we are calculating how many, like, how much far we can slide. It is an ice cube. You can consider a Iceland, and you're sliding from each ing, right? So that is what we have to check for each ing. So we'll check for which ij it is breaking. Okay. So it's breaking for first itself. So we want to calculate for 1 comma 1 how far we can slide from here. So what we see is, so are we getting our, how far we know, right? We can slide till this end. If we are what 1 comma 1, so we can slide till 1 comma 3. So it should give us, k should be, and we debug here, I comma k. It should give us 1 comma 3 potentially. And see, we are not getting. That means, okay, why we are not getting? And we debug k here. K is equal to 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. K is equal to 1, K is equal to 2. Wait a minute. Why we are getting only 2? Ah, I see, I see. Instead of J plus 1, we have to do K plus plus. Sorry, sorry, it's my bad. Here K minus minus, K minus minus, and K plus plus. Yeah, this is fine. Wait a minute, I have some chat. Hi Manish. Bro, the way the corporate are forcing their employee to use LLM to get the faster productivity speed or code skills are getting fade away. A time will come when the employee who write better prompt, who knows how to get the reason from LLM in a less token usage will be the hero. Even the senior manager are forgetting the coding skill. अब समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि डीएसए करे आर्किटेक्चर में ज्यादा फोकस करे. Any tips? Thanks for asking. Thanks for bringing this discussion in a this topic in a discussion. See, this is a genuine problem currently we're seeing, right? What I have noticed, see, I'm not pointing what they are thinking. What I am thinking, see, we have LLM, right? So we have to use LLM not to reduce our product. We have to definitely LLM help to increase our productivity, right? But you ever notice each and every LLM always ask, like, if you prompt something, it will always ask you 3 to 4 ways. Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Then we tell them, yes, you can do this. Then it will go ahead. Are you agree with me? Till now you are agree with me, right? There is no LLM till now exists as I saw. You tell him, this is the task. Can you do this? It will never do that task. It will always ask you intermediate questions like, these are the four approach. Which approach I have to go? So as a good employee, as a good engineer, you will tell LLM you can go with this approach, and eventually you end up with a good solution. So you have noticed here, human interface is always needed, and the direction you given to LLM came from your experience and your expertise, right? Because you told LLM you have four ways, choose this way to go ahead. Then you have your good data because why you tell LLM to choose only that path? Because you know that's the optimal path, right? And how you develop that skill? Because you are very good at problem solving. You're very good at coding. You did a good amount of DSA. You have a good architecture knowledge. That's why you are able to select the given four option to select one particular option that LLM can't do. It's just a trained on a preset data set, right? So there's always a need of good architecture. There's always a need of good data structure, guys. Whoever did these things always survive, no matter how AI will evolves. These things always exist because it's actually these things actually improve our fundamentals. And if you have strong fundamental and the way you practice and you grab your fundamental, no one can replace you in this tech world. So this is how I look into because I always saw LLM always ask you give you a four way, choose one way, I will go ahead. But who will tell you which is better way, right? So you always have a good knowledge of what the entire code base is doing. What's the optimal way? You have also put in your thoughts before prompting into LLM. I'm not saying you should not use LLM. You definitely use LLM. But the way is different, right? A good software engineer tells a better way. It's not about prompting. It's about how experience and how well you tell LLM to solve the problem. If you try something like if you tell some logic building, LLM definitely fails. Thanks, man. That is what I look. See, it's nothing about prompt engineering. You it's all about the way you give the recipe to LLM. And to build that recipe, you should have a decent amount of technical knowledge, optimal way of thinking. This should came from these things, right? The way you do daily practice of DSA, then you learn good architecture knowledge, you learn good tech stacks, right? This actually shows how you give the recipe to the LLM to work for you. So where we are, yeah, we are debugging this, right? Yeah. So I fixed that key. Let me see. So we are receiving two here. That's good. Again we fall. So in this case we have three pillars. I see three ones. That's good. From 1, 1, I can reach 1, 6. Yes, 1, 2. Where's the segmentation fault here? Segmentation fault. I think I'm accessing something out of index. All the best. Do DM in LinkedIn in case of any further referral. Where you're working, by the way? You working in any MNC? I'll definitely approach you if you are at a good company. You guys can connect with my LinkedIn. See, I have already put my LinkedIn profile here. Just get connect with me. Where we are? Yeah, we are debugging something, right? So in this case, sure, Manish, thanks. So where we are right now, we process 1, 1. Then process 1 comma 2, 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3. It failed at 1 comma 6, I guess, or no. Yeah, it failed at 1 comma 6. Why does it fail here? K is equal to 5, where I'm printing K. Oh, wait a minute. So let's not let me add a start. Okay, 2, 3, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5, and 1 comma 6. Okay, so from 1 comma 6, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm standing here. Yes, I have to go this way. So it's failed at here. Okay, okay, got it, got it. This is for up. Started here. This is for left. I think right side. Yeah, this is for right side. And then we print. This is for left side. Okay. This is for up. And this is for down. Down is just this. Now we can debug more efficiently. So where we fail? Okay, so we start exploring 1 comma 6. It's a boundary, top boundary, right? So we can't go right side. That's fine. So right side we 1 comma 6. Okay. What we can do is we can do like this also. Like this. Got it, got it. Should not I, it should J. And here this. Yeah. Now we are good to go. Okay. So what we saw is we have a good adjacency list now. So till here we are good to go. But we haven't verified this migration list is I'm assuming we have calculated correct adjacency list. Okay. So now point is it's break somewhere. So parent. Wait. So we are exploring this parent, right? Okay. And we just put this I comma j. So we are exploring this parent. Let's see for which parent it does actually failing. Okay, so we are exploring parent 1 comma 6. I see, I see. This is not valid, right? Okay. So I have to put a boundary check here. Yeah, got it, got it. So before pushing, if I is k should be greater than equal to 1 and k should less than equal to W. For this also, right? And here k is greater than equal to 1 and k is less than equal to h. Copy this, paste this, and we receive 2, our desired answer, right? And for this case, we received 3, but our expected is 4. Why? Are we missing anything? चार चिराग तेरे. Now I don't have energy to debug this. Conceptual, it's looking good to me. Maybe I'm missing some edge case here, right? Okay, I'm receiving 3, but expected answer is 4. What I'm missing? It's simple Dijkstra algorithm, right? Started with 0 move. This is a parent move. We get something better, from our child. Yeah, we'll explore that child. It's a 10 comma 10. I can even print this also. Distance. Wait, no, it's not printing correctly. I want to reach a 10 comma 10 and it's saying 3. You can move in 3 more. You can reach in 3 more. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, how many pillars we have here? We have this many pillars, 8 pillars. Yeah, this is fine. Let's just for my satisfaction, I'll see how many test cases actually passed. We are missing some edge cases. Or maybe some thing I have messed up. Logically, it looks correct to me. Can someone subscribe and make it 220 subscriber? I'm almost at 219. Okay. How many test cases we pass? We passed 44. That's good. We passed almost. But, what I'm missing here is, are we missing anything? We have built adjacency list and we run a shortest path algorithm, number of moves and position. That is I comma j. Mm, we can even optimize this if move is greater than distance of I comma j. Continue. I'm getting 3 here. I want to say this optimizing does actually like it works or not. I want to compare the results. Yes, we get exactly the same answer. What's the runtime? It's 8, right? And what's my previous runtime? My submission. This optimization actually works. It's a good optimization. What I'm missing, what I am missing here. Mm, I see, I see, I see. We need to edge both bi-directional edge, right? Yes. Got it, got it. We have to add bi-directional edge. Copy this. I think my buds went off. Charging of my buds went off. Maybe my voice is because
Oh, but I guess just bear with me. And here also, fuck, what I just did. I have to insert this also. K comma J, I comma J. Copy this, paste this. Let's see. Fuck, still I'm getting. Wait a minute. There is some there is some silly mistake. I'm pretty sure. What that silly mistake that I have to identify. चार चराग तेरे. What the hell it is going on? See, we are almost kill this problem. What that silly mistake? We slide right side, we slide left side, we slide up, and we slide down. Okay, and we have built our existence list. Okay, and simply dashed algorithm. I don't see any mistake. I think I have to use. Uh, let's tell him what the question is. Can you identify the mistake in this code? See, AI is very good debugger. The way he debugs, you should not addicted with this kind of thing. This is not whatever I am doing is not acceptable to do because I don't have time right now to debug. That's why I'm doing. because I have to give a contest at 5:30, live contest. For the live contest, it's not allowed to do live stream, so I have to end my live stream before 5:30. I found several logic bugs. What the fuck? Is how slide endpoints are computed. It will map each one to exact line so that you can patch. You can stop on the pillar, not before. You stop on the pillar cell, not before it. Yeah, we have to stop before, right? So I'm stopping here. Oh my god, I got it. If it is a pillar, we have to stop before it. Ah, fuck. So what we have to do here is, see, if it is a pillar, that means we are not legally allowed to came to this cell. So that's why we have to do k minus minus here. Similarly, we have to do k plus plus here. We are sliding. Similarly for this also, we are not allowed to come to this pillar. So we have to go back from where we started. So it is k minus minus, k plus plus, and yeah, we have to go back down one step, that is k plus plus, and for this also we have to do k minus minus. Yeah, this is the serious issue we have. What the fuck, why it is not printing the debugging message? But we are still receiving 3, right? Down, up, down, left, right. Or what we can do is, say, will not mess up our code. There is a better way, right? So before doing this, we'll check. Yeah, this is also solves the same. This is also try to solve the same problem. Yes. What the fuck? There's one test case, right? Yeah, here. Still, I saw k plus plus, k minus minus, k minus minus, k plus plus. Yeah. Still, we are getting 3. What's the issue now? If it is a pillar, we break, right? Yeah. Ah, fuck. If it is a pillar, then we have to go back one step from where we are coming. Bro, this doesn't help us. Removing this if else. Removing this else doesn't help. Still have to do this thing. See, if it is a pillar, so we have to go back one step from where we are coming, right? Uh, how long this will take? You can tell him, like, what's the mistake I'm doing? I'm not on the pillar now. Can you verify that? See, you can use AI for debugging purpose, not for the logic building. That's very bad practice, and you should not never ever use AI. This is I'm using because I'm in a rush. I want to finish before 5:20, 30. Right move bug. Wait, what is saying? You start with the ini loop do k plus plus. So the fuck. No, this is not helping. Bug reverse edge insertion is not always valid. Another important bug, reverse edge insertion is all not always valid. Ah, I see, I see. So we have added this, right? Trying to say is that this is not valid. I know now I know what's why it's not valid. Let me first try and we'll discuss because for each point we are calculating, right? So why we have to add edge even though we are calculating for each. Say we are that is the silly mistake. The only mistake we did here is we are not going back if it is a pillar. That is the mistake I saw. Rest everything is we are correctly identified and coded out. The only mistake is if it a pillar, so we have to go back one step from where we came from. Now I'm pretty much confident this will solve our problem. And yes, we solve all four problem. Let me just close this and update the text and we'll end the string. Solve for Atcoder question today. This is good actually. It's a good question we have solved. Do we guys have any question? Please you can ask. Otherwise I can end stream in a 2 minute. Hi Manav. Why did you choose to do M.Tech? Was it because you were tier 3 college during B.Tech? It's a reason to do M.Tech? No. I thought of doing M.Tech in my 12th standard itself. And yes, and second reason is I didn't get a tier. Like in my B.Tech, I didn't get a tier 1 college. That is also another reason. But I already planned to do M.Tech before even thought, like before even completing the B.Tech. That's how my family planned for me. So I followed the same. It's not much, nothing. And of course, if you are in Taiwan college, definitely get good chances during placement, right? So that's the another motivation to go for M.Tech. I hope I have answered all the queries. Let me end the stream. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll do another live stream at yeah tomorrow also. Thanks everyone for joining. Have a good day. Bye bye.